Okay, I think we are. I think we're live. I hope so.
Really?
Uh,
Here, I'm gonna pull it up. I
you
want
pull
to
it up.
see. It probably looks amazing. That's what I'm gonna say.
You're too kind.
Just because we look amazing, you know.
We really do. You look
Me
fabulous,
too.
darling.
Oh, thank you. I don't like my hair lately. I don't know.
Is it
It's
because you're
okay
growing it
right
out?
now. Yeah, I'm growing it out. I'm getting frustrated. It's like a semi awkward stage.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have funky haircuts. It's not funky. It looks dowdy to me. It looks like my grandma.
No, not at all. I like it. It's cute.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Sam said the same thing. He actually called me a cute Tesla. And I was like, oh, God. Oh, no, no, no. And he meant it as a compliment. And I was like, I guess David Bowie played Tesla. That's pretty cool.
That I would take it as a compliment. I think you look very
Okay.
adorable. I don't necessarily see the Tesla. I guess I don't have a picture of him in front of me, but I mean,
At the time, my hair was straighter right
ah.
here. So it looked like that style. Yeah, I get it. It doesn't quite look like him right now. No. That's more like a Frodo.
That's a compliment too. Everyone loves a Frodo. Everyone
Those
loves a
hobbits are real
Baggins.
cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they are cheek pinchy good.
Adorable. Adorable. All right, can you see
Which
if
one
we're
would you?
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it hasn't popped up on my live channels yet. Finally, okay. I was gonna say, which one would you take home?
Tesla or a Hobbit?
Which Hobbit?
Uh, Sam.
Oh, I that's my first pick too.
Is
He's
it?
just so sweet and he's
Yeah.
such a good friend and loyal,
I just make him say
practical.
potatoes over and over again.
Potato, and he could cook. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
can garden, he can cook. Done.
That's right.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yes, we are pulled up. Let me pull, listen a little bit. Uh-huh. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Wonderful. All right. Well, hello to anybody watching, and or if you're watching this later on YouTube's, hello. Heyo, says Paige.
There we go. Okay, just you know,
Very
gotta
cute.
check out chat.
Love it. All
How are you,
right.
Lisa?
I am great. How are you?
Fantastic.
Sweet. I feel like I had some kind of something to grump about, but I can't remember what. Actually, I have something funny to start with.
Yes, okay. Is it a grump funny?
No, it's not grumpy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. I screenshotted it on my phone, so I'm gonna have to look at it real quick. But so, little backstory. I was researching what I'm gonna talk about the celebrity death conspiracy on
Mm-hmm.
Investigation Discovery, and I was watching like on the app. So there was like
Uh-huh.
commercials, like very tailored towards people who might watch that kind of stuff.
True
And
crime buffs?
exactly, that would be it. And there was a commercial for a company called Ladder. I'm pretty sure it's called
Hmm.
Ladder. And it, like I said, it's for life insurance, okay? And
Oh.
in the commercial, there's this like dad who's kind of annoying, and things keep happening that look like he's just narrowly missing death. And then you notice that there's a little girl with like with a bow and arrow, like his daughter's trying to like shoot him, and then like a knife goes flying and like misses him. And their tagline is life insurance so good they're gonna want you dead.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
But in the closing frame it says, but seriously, intentionally killing a policyholder will avoid all life insurance benefits, which I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
got to put that in there because then it's like you said in your commercial.
Right, but it was so funny because I was watching this. I'm like, what is this commercial? And it's like, ladder. Life insurance so good, they're going to want you dead. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, but this is perfectly tailored to the channel that I am watching.
They
So,
know that the people watching that will probably think it's funny.
yeah, yeah. I found it just took me off guard, honestly, because
Yeah.
I was like, what? They're going to want you what? but but the fact that they did make sure they had that little disclaimer, like, a lot of commercials do have disclaimers like driver on a closed course, do not attempt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is what
Or
seriously
like,
don't do it.
yeah, like may cause diarrhea, headache, and suicidal tendencies. It's like, damn, you put that in
Exactly.
small print. You got to put that bigger.
Or they say it really fast. Hey, Xeroxia, hello. Hey, yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
Saraxia? Welcome. You still playing Elden Ring? Probably, I'm gonna say. Have you checked it out, Lisa? The new
What is it?
Sam's been playing. It's George R. Martin wrote it, or he wrote like the lore for the game,
Okay.
and it's a very difficult fighting fantasy horror game.
Ooh, fantasy horror.
Yeah,
I could get behind that. What's it
fantasy
called?
horror. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. I'm going to write that down.
Yes. From Soft is the company. Excuse
Bless
me,
you.
so sorry. I just dusted yesterday. I guess I got to dust again.
Or maybe just kicked it all up in the air and it needs to settle back down.
Oh God, that's the truth, isn't it? That's how it goes. Ooh, what you got? That looks tasty.
Well, in my mug today.
I thought those were boobs.
What?
The eyes on the skull. I thought they were boobs.
You know how sometimes the optical illusions make something come like pop or sink or okay. No, not boobs,
Yes.
skulls.
Skull, even better.
There you go. Those are eye holes, ocular concavances. I made that up. It sounds good, right?
Damn, girl. Yeah, I thought you were correct.
I don't think that's what it's called. But anyways, have you ever had the pink drink from Starbucks?
Yes. Or I don't know if I've had it, but I know what you're talking about.
Right. So I had one a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is the best damn thing ever!" I was just like mother's milk. I was sucking it down. I shouldn't do that. But I was like, "Dang, this is so good." I'm like, but I can't justify like 3 sips for like almost $5.
Oh my god.
And I had heard that you can make it at home, and I was like, "How do you make it at home?" It's like, well, it's like their refresher mixed with coconut milk, mixed with something else, some kind of tea, and that's what makes it. And you used to be able to buy the powdered mixes of their refreshers. You can't buy them anymore.
Oh.
So that sucks. I used to drink the shit out of the cucumber one. But
Does it have caffeine in it? The refreshers?
Yes. Those have
okay.
caffeine.
Okay.
Mhm. So the best copycat I found is this is Ocean Spray white cranberry strawberry juice mixed with coconut milk, and then I put freeze-dried strawberries crushed up.
Damn, that looks delicious.
It's so good, and it's way cheaper, and I can make them at home. Yeah, but it's way
And
cheaper.
put it in your own skull cup, which
it on
is 10 times better.
Starbucks does not provide skull cups.
They need to.
They do.
They do have every fucking time I walk by a Starbucks display at the grocery store, I look at their cups, all of their to-go mugs that they sell. I'm always like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one.
Yes, they're expensive though.
They're very. I don't have one because of that. I have plenty though. I don't need one. I have, cheaper ones.
Yeah. And they make like knockoff ones too, but I mean some of them are so cute. I love it's a matte black studded one. It's very creepy looking. Very like
That sounds cool though.
like a evil queen like vibes.
Oh yeah, like a evil stepmother queen.
Yes. And I want it so bad, but it's just like $30. I can't justify $30 for a cup.
Even when it goes on sale, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not a good sale price. It's like that's what I would pay for it if it was like a full price thing. Like that's not a good sale price.
No.
That's not like, oh, I have to have it.
Don't you hate when there's like big 20% off sale? I'm like 20% off is not enough. I'm sorry. If it's not
for that
50 or
store.
more, I'm not getting it, okay?
No. Exactly. That if I'm at like, I don't know, do you guys have Tuesday morning?
We do. Yeah.
See, Tuesday morning. If it was a 20% off sale, I bet I could find some stuff.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. Sheesh. Anyways, what's been going on in your world?
Okay, girl, a bitch just quit, and I got all her clients.
Ooh, so busy.
Yeah, so busy, and I've got 3 hard classes. Well, 2 hard classes, 1 fun class, plus all these new clients. I call her a bitch because we used to compete for clients. Now she's quitting.
Shift 6, thank you so much for the resubscribe. 20 months, woot indeed.
Thanks, Shift 6. Shaped like Sam's drawing of near death. Oh, that would be a cool mug.
That would be a cool mug. We just need to do it already. Okay, so bitch quit. You got her
Oh, yeah.
clients, right?
Got her clients.
Okay.
So this week I was very busy with clients and I got a really bad sunburn because I forgot about the sun. And
Yeah, it's easy to forget up there in the sky.
it is.
It can be. It can be, especially when the weather's like really nice and you're not like baking. Then you forget
Yes.
about it.
Yeah, putting on tank tops because it's like, oh, finally it's nice and warm. I don't have to wear a long sleeve shirt. And then being like, oh, yeah, that's right. Shit.
That's right. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I got any tan today. I was out in the sun. Nope. Oh,
I don't see a tan line.
no,
Do you?
I see just the faintest like farmer tan because I wore this shirt today out in the sun.
I have a really bad farmer tan too. I get it.
It's tough.
Is that when you were out playing with Boo?
That's right. We took Boo to the doggy park and she ran around a whole bunch.
He's so cute.
She's so cute. Yes. So how's school going?
School's going very well. I've got, you know what? Actually, if you're interested, we can segue into my British accents topic because of school.
Yes.
So, yes, indeed. So, in my linguistics class, we are now learning how to write. I think it's called the IPA chart, and it's symbols that represent the sounds of every language so that you can, it's like a universal keyboard.
Okay.
But it doesn't, some of the letters kind of look like English letters, but anyway, so it's like learning how to respell words based on how they sound versus what the letters are. Because, in English, there's a lot of bullshit. Like,
Yes.
I before E except after C. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't really change how the word is said.
No. Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I had to concentrate really hard on not just spelling the word out and like, okay, how does this word sound? Like, for instance, judge kind of has, different, like almost a DG in the beginning too. Judge.
Yeah.
Well, in class, we were doing this out loud with everybody on Zoom and typing in our answers and stuff. And I put in for garage. Okay, I know I just said it, but how do you say garage?
Garage.
Garage.
Garage. I guess I do a hard j. Garage.
Hard j at the end. Okay, and the
garage.
first syllable, the first vowel, the A.
Ga.
How do you garage?
Garage.
Garage.
Now you're making me question my whole life.
I know. That's why it's so hard because I'm sitting there like, am I just thinking about it too hard? How do I actually say this? So I have to be like, Sam, real quick, just say this word. Okay, and then I going back to it. But so I said garage with the hard G and the A sound at the beginning. And he said, I might have to mark you off for that one because it's in America, most people say garage. No A in the first vowel. He was okay with the hard. Yeah, he was okay with putting a DGE garage. But the A at the beginning. And I was like, well, I mean, that's how I say it. And he said, well, where are you from? And I said, Texas? Is it a Texas accent to say garage? I don't know.
Actually, the more I think about it, I don't say garage. I say garage.
Garage? Oh, really?
Let's go out in the garage. I guess there's a quick
like you say it so fast.
Yeah, let's go out in the garage. Garage.
Okay.
The more I
See, that's the thing is like, am I thinking about it too much? Do I say it like that too? I don't know. But I was like, I swear I say it like garage.
Garage.
I don't know. And he said, I don't know if that's a Texas accent. I think that's more of a British accent.
Well, to be fair, you do have a British stepfather, so you might have picked it up from him.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So and then there was other words where he's like, oh, you're definitely from Texas. I wish I could remember what it was, but so he's like, you have a Texas British accent. How funny.
That's funny. I like that.
But you're right. That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, you know what? I grew up with a British stepdad, basically in high school anyway.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of British TV because of him and Harry Potter. Yeah. And there's a new one that I've been fucking instead of listening to podcasts lately, I've been listening to audiobooks.
Okay.
And there's this audiobook series that's on YouTube for free called Agatha Raisin.
Okay. That sounds fun.
It's kind of a play on Agatha Christie, but it's the main character's name, Agatha Raisin, and she's a British detective, a private detective in England.
That's
So
cute.
all of so cute. It's really fun and funny and, sassy and romantic as well. Like it's a romantic comedy mystery series.
Ooh, it has like a lot of good stuff in it. I'm gonna have to listen.
It does. I mean, it's free. That's what I like about it too. But the lady who the cunning linguist. All right, Xeroxy, I see you there. Are you a master debater?
Aren't we all a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. More than a cunning linguist. But anyway, so I recommend listening to it. I'll send it to you, Lisa, if you're interested. Anybody in chat interested, it's on. You just type in Agatha Raisin audiobook and a bunch will pop up. And they're read by a lady named Penelope Keith. I don't know if I can just share this with you, Lisa. I just want you to hear her voice.
Okay.
And this is what I've been listening to nonstop, 5 or 6 days a week. I'll send it in Discord.
Okay.
But so listening to that, and then, how do I get the chat?
Actually, it probably doesn't matter because if I click away, it's gonna hide my face.
Oh,
and everything.
never mind then.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I can't click on it.
Okay, that's good because I can't send it. So
Okay,
I'll put it in a chat for people.
There you go.
But she's got a very posh British accent, and she does all of the other British accents that come about in the book. So she's very good. She's a cunning linguist, some might say. And I think that's also been affecting me. British wise.
I've picked up a lot of I don't know, old fashioned speaking from watching Downton Abbey, like saying things a certain way.
Yes.
I think Kyle's caught it a couple times. Like, why'd you say it that way? I'm like, I don't know.
You're like Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, probably. Probably.
Yeah, me too. I'll come home from walking dogs after listening to Agatha Raisin all day and come home and be like, Sam, we need to go.
We must depart on the morrow.
Yes. Would you like some tea, Sam? We don't drink tea.
Oops.
We do now.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway, that's my and it's murder mystery, so true crime, not true crime, but crime, murder.
It might have been inspired by a true crime.
It might be. Yeah, there's all kinds. It's like a lot of wacky cases, and there's so many wacky cases in the world of things going wrong and people dying accidentally or whatever. I don't know if I can say. I'm gonna say it because it's gonna be a while for the book comes out. But
okay, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. Do you want to talk? You talk about it. You found it.
I think I have it written down. Hold on. Yeah. I'll find it.
I had the screenshot.
Yeah, I was about to see if I could pull up the screenshot from a few days ago. I don't think I deleted it, so here it is. Okay. So okay. Do you want to tell us why we're talking about this?
Oh, yes, of course. So I'm working on the Near Death Doll novel. Near Death Dolls, the novel. That's what I've been calling it, and I like it.
I like it too.
So very Spaceballs. So I've been working on Near Death Dolls, the novel. Lisa had an idea about a character being dead. There's a ghost character, basically. And I said, okay, so how did this person die? And I was thinking of kind of mundane things to a point, like just like car accident maybe, or getting sick or something. And Lisa said, how about this?
So I was like, I just looked up like the strangest ways to die. This one says, okay, a student in, I guess it was in maybe Russia, was killed when his chewing gum exploded. The student had a habit of dipping his chewing gum in citric acid to increase the gum's sour taste. On his work table, police found about 100 grams of unidentified explosive powder, which he was using for his chemistry studies. It resembled citric acid, and it's thought that he confused the two. The explosive was found to be 4 times stronger than TNT, and the explosion was likely triggered by his saliva or his teeth striking. So, could you could you even imagine?
No, like the split second thought of like, uh-oh.
Yeah, so, gosh. So I was like, Paige, why don't we go with this? It's just so bizarre. And I went through like a ton. Okay. And I found a list on Wikipedia just of different like crazy deaths. There are sadly and bizarrely a lot of deaths from people engaging in bestiality.
Ew.
I was like,
oh my God.
Going through, I'm like, come, I don't want those. Give me something else that's bizarre and not this.
Something
sick.
A little more wholesome. Yeah.
A more wholesome, strange death.
More wholesome, strange death. Yeah, like dipping your gum in fake citric acid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like when you hear something like that, I've heard a few from like different podcasts, like ruptured colons and things like, ugh, God, you kind of deserved that, bro.
Yeah.
Or person.
Yeah, no, I was just like, that was like 50% of the list. I'm like, okay, give me something else, please. I don't need a list of this.
No, let's pretend that doesn't exist. It's so awful.
It is like all the things you can do that are acceptable sexually. You pick that one. Well, I mean, there's a couple not socially or morally, ethically correct things.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm getting at? Like of all the things you can do, like go be a furry if that's what you want to do.
Oh my God, yeah. Totally. You can find a whole community of people, and some of them don't even want to do the sexual stuff. It's just about the community. As long as it's consensual, it's totally fine. Whatever you want to do.
So don't be gross.
Exactly. So
sorry to bring that up and like put it down
no,
for things, but I was just like, I thought that was strange that the list was a majority that.
Yeah. I don't want to. I was like, I'm going to look up this list, and now I'm kind of like, ooh, I don't know.
Of all the things I found, that was the only one that I was like, that's strange, and it's not gross. I mean, maybe your head exploding is a little gross, but at least it was accidentally self-inflicted.
Yes. Accidentally self-inflicted. No weird stuff.
They weren't
going
trying for something gross. It just happened.
Yes. And it's kind of like, oh, haha, that sucks for him.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, can I change it to lollipop instead of a chewing gum?
Oh yeah. You can make any creative differences or changes on this. That's fine. Totally fine.
Cool. All right, I'm just gonna be a lollipop.
There has to be some puns about him being a sucker then.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Writing a book with you is amazing.
You do all the hard work. I just throw a few things out there.
I'm doing the fun part for me, so this works just great.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, so that's my British accent thing. My linguist teacher is convinced I'm British Texan.
British Texan, love it. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop, lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. There you go.
You do a good bop. Oh, I can't do it.
I can't do it now.
It's got to be on the fly.
Just smack myself. Okay, Paige, I'm sure you've done this, and I bet a lot of people who wear bras have done this, okay? I punch myself in the boob all the time because I wear a lot of long sleeve shirts at work because it gets chilly, and I'll try pulling up my sleeve, and I'll pull, and my hand will slip, and I'll go, pow!
Yes.
Right in the boob.
Yes. Yes.
And then I get mad at myself. I'm like, what was I so stupid? That hurt.
Especially if I'm trying to pull up my sleeve to hold on to it, to put on a jacket over the long sleeve. That happens almost every day because it's cold in the morning when I'm walking dogs. So I'll wear a couple layers and just strip them off as it gets hotter and hotter.
Right. Yeah. Just
boob punch galore.
Boob punch. So, yeah. Okay. All right, what do we want to talk about next?
Okay, so we did the British one. Do you want to talk about the celebrity death?
I can. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to see what Kyle wants. Oh, Kyle says, turn your mic so you're only talking into the front.
Oh.
Like this?
Oh.
Is that better?
You sound good. I don't notice the difference personally. But you still sound good.
Kyle says the only left channel is getting audio at the moment.
Oh.
Shift 6, let me know if this is any better.
Oh, through the different sides. Okay.
I think I noticed that on our I think our last YouTube. Okay, cool. Kyle says it sounds better. All right, cool.
Damn. Okay.
I guess
I did make sure I'm facing the right way on mine, so I made sure of that. Thank goodness.
Okay. I don't know. I just like hiding behind it.
I know, right? Well, I used to have that big thing that I just was like, I can't do this anymore because I would literally look at Lisa like this the whole time, like a freaking stalker. Like,
you look like the guy from Home Improvements. What was his name? Wilson from Behind the Fence.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have it. He's always giving advice.
Right. That's you. That's basically you, Paige.
Shouldn't take my advice though. Wilson was wise.
Yes, he was very wise. Okay, celebrity death match.
I'm down.
Just kidding.
Celebrity death match. Oh my god, that shit was so funny.
It was so good. Oh my gosh. Do you remember your favorite like pair up?
No, I honestly I don't even remember who it was. I just remember thinking it was funny. Do you have one that you liked?
Oh gosh, I think it was the Abominable Snowman versus the Loch Ness Monster. And as soon as they like walk out, like the Loch Ness Monster like whips its tail and cuts like the Abominable Snowman in half. And the winner, Nessie. It was over like that. Yeah, it was kind of a little gruesome, but
it was very gross, but it was claymation, so
yeah, I mean, yeah. That's fine. Okay, so do you want to take any guesses about the celebrity death? It happened over 10 years ago. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you said it happened over 10 years ago. And there might be some conspiracies about it. Okay. Is it Brittany Murphy?
Yes! Sorry.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane. Okay. I mean, that was a complete guess. I was like, who's died that people would be like, oh, no way. Like, the Heath Ledger was another one I thought of. Anyway, Brittany Murphy, okay.
So we're going to talk about Brittany Murphy. So the reason I thought of her is I saw that HBO came out with a 2-part documentary called What Happened, Brittany Murphy. What happened?
Was it good? Okay, you didn't like it.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. It just didn't. It doesn't get into the conspiracy theory part. They briefly bring it up that there was a conspiracy theory, but they dismiss it like immediately. And that's okay because I mean, I don't know how much weight this holds, or water. I don't know how much this holds up. But anyways, I just want to kind of like just do a kind of brief overview of some strange things that happened during her life and then after her death and whatnot. So yeah, I wrote everything down instead of typing it up, but so hopefully I can read my own handwriting. So she did pass away in 2009 at 32 years old, which makes me sad.
She's only 32.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know. I just always compare it to how old I am. Like in 2009, I was 22. I guess we were probably about 22.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So looking at from that age, it was probably like, oh, not that she was old, but like, oh, she's older than me.
Right. And then knowing, like, having seen her in several movies that, like, okay, first of all, Clueless is a classic.
Oh I was just thinking about her in Clueless and thinking like, oh, it's so sad she's dead now.
I know. She was 17 at the time of filming that.
Holy shit.
They considered her, and I hated that they did, but they considered her like the chubby outcast, like
she
character.
was not.
I'm like looking
close.
at her, I'm like, she was not rail thin, but she was not. I wouldn't even call her chubby. Like
I wouldn't even call her chubby. No, and it was like Alicia Silverstone has cute little cheeks too. Like it's not like she's fat. She's just got little cheeks. I don't know.
Like sometimes you just keep that like youthful. I don't want to say plumpness because that's not right, but that just a little bit more
No.
weight on your face in your youth,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Look at your face.
But so she okay, and also side note, it took me. I started watching the movie that came out a couple like maybe a year or two ago, Emma, based on was it Jane Austen's Emma, and
Yes.
it had that Anna Joy Taylor girl in it. Anyways, I thought I wanted to. I think that's what her name was. But anyways, I started watching that, and halfway through, I'm like, oh my god, this is the plot of Clueless. But wait, this came first. Clueless is based on Emma by Jane Austen.
You're like Jane Austen stole that idea.
Like I was watching the movie like doop a doop a doop, and she's like trying to set up this guy with her friend, and then he's like, "But I'm into you." I'm like, didn't that happen in Clueless? I was like, oh my god, this is. And I googled it. And they're like, yeah, it is. I'm like, shit. I'm an idiot.
Emma's so clueless. It's like, oh.
Right, exactly. So I'm sure there's.
I remember feeling that way too. I'm sure when I was like reading Emma in college that I was like, oh shit. That was probably my aha moment too. I remember that being a thing. Like, oh.
And I watched Clueless when I was probably, I wouldn't say I was too young to watch it, but it wasn't, as much as I liked it, I wasn't old enough to be a teenager at that time to identify with it. Whereas like Mean Girls is like our generation's Clueless.
Yeah, that was our age when we were that old at that time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that one probably resonated more with us. But I do remember watching Clueless and thinking it was really cute. Paul Rudd was.
Yeah, me too.
He does not age. He's just.
Oh,
he's a very good-looking guy. Yeah, he was so. He made a very, very cute guy love interest. So, anywho, so yeah, so she's starring in these movies. She in her teens, she was in a lot of pilots for different TV shows. She did a lot of appearances on already established TV shows, like she was on Sister Sister, Boy Meets World, a couple others. But she was never like the main star in those. She was always like just a side character or whatever. But then she got her break with Clueless, Girl Interrupted.
Oh, God, I forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that because I remember watching it, and I need to go back and watch it now because I'll probably understand better. But her character, I couldn't remember what was going on with her character. I remember her, like, hiding food or something under her bed.
Really?
But I don't remember what her issue was exactly. I'll have to go back and watch it because that was a great movie.
It's been a long time for me, too. I only remember that Winona Ryder and
Angelina Jolie were in it. And Whoopi Goldberg.
Huh?
Whoopi Goldberg was in it.
No way.
Yeah.
Jesus. Did I even watch this movie? I did. I remember watching it, but it was at a sleepover. I'm sure we were all just chit-chatting.
Yeah. So after that, I think she was told that to get like leading roles, she was going to have to lose weight. And you'll notice after Girl Interrupted and all the things after, she did start getting starring roles, but she had lost a lot of weight and she went blonde for most of them.
Yeah, like Uptown Girls. I remember that one was really cute.
That one was cute. There was Little Black Book. I saw that one. What else? Oh, Just Married with Ashton Kutcher, who she ended up dating for a little bit.
No way.
Oh yeah, they were very cute together. Like I'm glad he's with Mila Kunis because she's cute too. But he was with Brittany Murphy, and they did make a cute couple. That was
a cute movie.
That was a very cute movie. It made me want to travel so much, right? Go all over Europe.
Yes.
And so she had a tendency to date a lot of her like co-stars in these bigger movies. She was in 8 Mile. She dated Eminem for just a brief moment, like just a brief blip in time. And then she dated a couple other people. She actually got engaged twice to 2 different guys, and then they called it off pretty quickly after. Like someone, I forgot who it was, but someone noted that like she was a romantic first of all, and then also she just really wanted to get married. She came from divorced parents. Her parents divorced when she was like 2. Her father wasn't around a lot. He ended up moving to Florida, and he was involved with the mob a little bit, and he ran some or owned some different clubs and stuff, like nightclubs in Miami. So her
Wow.
dad just wasn't around. So it was really her and her mom, and they talked about how close that her and her mother were, like a little too close, like codependency type close,
Oh no.
where her mom was more like a sister to her than a mom sometimes, and like they were always together, like always lived together. If Brittany was going somewhere, her mom came with her. Sometimes she would be invited to go out to dinner with like her co-stars, and if her mom couldn't come, she wasn't going. I
Oh.
get including your mom in things, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't say that was completely normal, like in your 20s, to take your mom everywhere with you. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So like when you're trying to hang out with your co-stars, your friends and stuff like that. So
Your mom shows up. Yeah, yeah, that would be a little strange. If you hadn't told me ahead of time
mhm.
and you show up with your mom, I'd be like, "Oh, okay,
uh,
well, nice to meet you,
yeah.
but I didn't expect
Right.
it."
Um, so after going through a string of different boyfriends and fiancés that didn't work out, she met a British screenwriter and playwright. Maybe I think he did that too. His name was Simon Monjack, and he was British with his British accent. And
Oh.
I was like, "Ooh, that's gonna tie into what Paige is talking about." Um, and he was like 8 years older than her, and he, yeah. Oh, hi, Frank and Dahlia. Hello, darlings.
Oh, sweet babies.
Give some good ear
Give him a
scratches.
pet. Yeah.
And but yeah, this guy. Okay, the first time I saw him was years and years and years ago in a magazine, because I saw
Mm.
like a little blurb in a magazine that
Yeah.
says Brittany Murphy gets married, and it says to British whatever screenwriter Simon Monjack, and it had like a little quote, and it said, "We had a very small wedding, and instead of champagne, we had like Jack and Coke." Or something like that. And I was like,
Okay.
at the time, like I don't know how old I was, but I was like, ew, Jack and Coke at your
Yeah.
wedding?
Yeah.
Like, like I don't mind a Jack and Coke, but I was just like thinking that was odd for instead of toasting with champagne like I did at my wedding. No
Right.
judgment if you guys don't want to do that. That's totally fine. But I just thought,
A little more
celebrity
traditional
yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a traditionalist on occasion.
and tasty. I mean, I would rather have champagne than a Jack and Coke any
Right.
day.
I don't, like I said, I don't know. They didn't really talk much about their wedding in these documentaries or anything like that, just that they got married. They might have gotten married like Justice of the Peace or something like that. But, um,
Hmm.
so, anyways, of, so Brittany's mom loved Simon, like, thought he was like the best son in law. Everyone
Mm.
else, though, was like, this guy, I don't know about him. I
Oh
just don't
no.
know. So, in this documentary that I watched on HBO, one of Brittany's friends said, I went to dinner with. She said I went to dinner with Simon, but I don't know if Brittany was there or not. So I thought, maybe she's just like, hey, my friend's husband, I'm gonna go meet him for the first time. I don't know if she was there or not. But anyways, the friend was like, he kept saying, "Oh, do you remember this part in this role that she had? Yeah, that was all me because I told her to take it in this direction." Or remember how good she looked in that? Well, that's because I made her, get lip fillers or do her hair differently, or like he was taking credit for her accomplishments in movies, and I'm like, what?
It's random too. It's like I'm sure that was not in the conversation. I'm sure he was like, "Oh, and you remember this?" It's like
Right.
we were talking about the food.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea how that
Yeah.
conversation went like
Yeah.
that, but she was like, it seemed like he was just taking credit for everything she's ever done. Like, what the hell? They only dated like less than a year before they got married.
So
Which
he had all this say in her roles and stuff while they
that's what
weren't
I
even
thought. I'm
dating.
like, how many movies can you make in a year? Like less than a year before you get married? I don't know.
I
Don't know.
don't either.
But yeah, no one really liked him. He claimed to be like a billionaire, a millionaire, something like that. That he had all these different like original famous artworks, like or art by famous artists, and
Hmm.
and all kinds of stuff. Like he made all these claims, and they turned out to be fake. Like,
Oh.
yeah, he had no money. There was a movie called Factory Girl, which was, I think, have you heard that movie?
Heard the name. I don't remember what it was.
It had Sienna Miller in it, and I think it was about the muse that Andy Warhol had for his paintings or something like that. Anyways, basically, Simon's like, they stole my script for this movie, and he was trying to sue them. And
Okay.
instead of going to court and or giving him money, they just gave him a credit on the movie, even though I don't think he necessarily had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And then he went around touting that, like, hey, yeah, I was the writer of this movie. Like, obviously, because my credit's on the movie. So he was, like, playing that up, even though it probably wasn't actually, I don't think he had anything to do with it.
Yeah, it sounds like he just kind of tried to make a fuss.
Yeah.
And then was like, oh, and maybe they didn't even pay him. Maybe they just put his name in the credits.
I don't even think they paid. Yeah, I don't know if they even paid him. Like, they just gave him the credit, or partial credit. His name is one of the writers or something.
Damn.
So
I gotta do that.
Just started sending out letters to every producer, be like, by the way, you used my likeness in a character, a background character for a split second. I need the credit, please. She looked just like me.
Put my name in there? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to turn in my chair. Okay. So after she gets with Simon, he becomes very controlling and kind of cuts her off from people. And I've heard two ways in two different documentaries that I watched. One was on ID and one was on the HBO documentary.
Yeah.
One version says he made her fire all of her representation, her managers, all those kind of people, her agent, whatever. Another version says that they all dumped her because of him, because he was getting really controlling, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna manage everything for you. Like, I have your best interests at heart. I'm gonna be your manager. I will help you with these things.
It doesn't sound like he's a good guy.
Not the greatest. From what everyone says about him, not the greatest guy. So anyways, so after that, someone else also said that he was really like pushing her to get lots of plastic surgery, and I do think she got some, because she didn't look quite the same as she did when she was younger. It looked like she got something done, maybe like to her lips or something. It wasn't horrific, but it wasn't. And it wasn't even that obvious, but when I was listening to or watching the thing, I was like, oh yeah, her face looks a smidge different. Like, she might have had a little work done, but I mean, think about it. She haven't had work done at like 30. Like,
it's not like she's in her 50s or 60s trying to look younger.
So anyway, so she starts not getting all these big roles anymore because no one wants to work with him because he's an ass. There was one movie, that she was on, and she was in her trailer, and like the director comes in to talk to her, and Simon like orders like a breakfast sandwich off of him. He's like, can you go get us a breakfast sandwich? And he's like, I'm the director. Like, no.
Oh my god. It's like, I've got more important things to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So she starts, no, there's no proof of this, but people start saying she starts forgetting her lines. She's late all the time. If she goes anywhere, he's with her, and he's demanding of things. There was even one movie, I think it actually was an independent film or something, where he does her makeup. Like, the the makeup director comes in, and he's like, I already did her makeup. And she's like, I'm the makeup director, I'm the makeup artist for this movie. And he's like, I already did it. And the makeup artist was like, he had like drawn lips like way over, like made her look like a clown. Everything was sloppy. Her eyebrows weren't the same. Like, too much stuff. Like, he's not a makeup artist.
What was he thinking? Why did he even want to do that? I can't name one. Yeah,
That's it.
Must be. Must be. It's funny. It's like you want to control something you have no idea what you're doing with. You know?
Yeah, so it's bizarre. Um, and she actually ends up getting fired from the set, or getting fired from 2 movies as they were just beginning to film because of him. I don't remember what one reason was, but I think the latter was they were shooting a movie. I think it was called The Caller, and I think it was they had to fly to Puerto Rico to film, and he shows up on the set drunk and punches somebody, and she gets fired. And so anyway, so here's where we're gonna start getting into her death a little bit. So they're in Puerto Rico. Apparently, her mother, and Simon all get sick. They get sick with some kind of like upper respiratory or laryngitis or something to do with like throat, nose, chest stuff like that. But they all got sick. They fly home. Interestingly enough, the house that Brittany Murphy lives in used to belong to Britney Spears.
No way.
Yeah.
Britney's.
Yeah, the Britneys all live there. It's the Britney house, bitch. All right.
Nobody else is allowed.
No non-Britneys allowed. Y'all have to excuse me. I have a runny nose all of a sudden, and all I have is this towel.
Do it.
Ugh, okay.
Blow that nose.
I don't need to blow it. Dab it. Okay.
There
Hope
you
y'all
go.
enjoyed
That's a
that.
cute towel.
Thank you. It's my makeup towel. Well, I'm gonna have to wash it now, but yeah. Anyways. So she isn't feeling great. She goes home, and they're all, like I said, not feeling well. In a later interview, Simon says that she actually, at first, had the lesser of the symptoms of her and her mom and him, and she was kind of taking care of them, trying to nurse them back to health. But then on December 20th, 2009, her mom calls 911 saying my daughter's passed out on the floor. I don't know if she's breathing. Please get here. And she's very, very just like crying and begging, please get here. And the 911 operator was like, okay, have you checked for a pulse? And she's like, there's a very faint pulse. Is she breathing? Check her throat. And you hear Simon in the background, and he says something, and he's like, I'm going to do CPR. And the guy's like, do you need me to talk you through how to do it? And she's like, yeah, what do we do? And you already hear Simon in the background apparently doing CPR. But the 911 operator's like, okay, put your heel on her chest, the heel of your hand on her chest, and start doing compressions at this speed. And he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you hear Simon going, 1, 2, 3. And the 911 operator goes, nope, you got to do faster. It's got to be faster. And you hear 5, 6, 7. He's like, no, faster. And it's like, okay, if you don't know what Simon Monjack looks like, he is a 300-pound toad. Not saying that if you're overweight that you're, a bad person at all. But I think
he's a bad person.
He's a bad person. And he looks like a toad.
Oh my God.
And we'll talk about him later. Anyways, but he's a big guy. Okay, he's 300 pounds. She's 115 pounds. When I was thinking about him going slow, I don't think it was necessarily because he was trying to not do CPR properly. I think maybe he just couldn't keep up physically because he was in he wasn't like muscular by any means. He just, anyways.
Yeah, it might have been hard for him.
Physically, yeah.
Are you even supposed to do that? Like, if you don't know how to do CPR, I'm sure they're like, don't even try. Because you could break ribs.
But you know what? There's a thing called the Good Samaritan law or act or something like that, where you won't, if you're trying to save someone's life and you crack a rib, it won't be held against you, essentially. Like, it's like, and I think it's still worth it. If you crack a rib, you can recover from a cracked rib.
You can.
Go ahead and do CPR. Like, that's fine. But anyways, anyway, so I think like 10 minutes later, ambulances arrive. They take her to, what's it called? Mount Cedars-Sinai, which is very, like, I've heard that every time a celebrity has to go to the hospital, that's where they go in, like, Hollywood or whatever. That's where they go. Anyway, so she's declared dead shortly after arriving. They tried to resuscitate. They couldn't. It's unfortunate. So Simon and the mom, her name is Sharon. I'll be talking about her kind of a lot. They go back to the house, and the coroner, I guess, comes and wants to like look around and see what could have caused her to, go into being passed out. Anyways, they're interviewing Simon and Sharon, and they say that Simon's just kind of like rambling and seems like he's under the influence. They said Sharon seems like she's under the influence of something. She would like cry and cry and cry and then stop, say something, and then just go back to crying, crying, crying. Like, very strange.
Weird.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine. Your daughter has just died. Your wife has just died. You may not be acting like the best,
Normal.
like normal,
Yeah.
right? But they were saying how like Simon didn't want to sit down. He kept like pacing. He was like all sweaty, which I'm like, that's understandable, but.
It could be, but if medical professionals are like watching them and saying they're acting funny, I would assume they know what that means.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, they're in shock or something. It might mean that they're on drugs or something,
or under the influence of something. Maybe it could be alcohol,
Yeah.
could be drugs, could be, who knows.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'm trying to make sure to go in order of things because I can jump around a lot. So originally, when the coroner was asking about like an autopsy, Simon's like, I don't want to do an autopsy. I don't want to. And that's automatically like weird, like strange. But
Yeah.
eventually he does concede, and they do an autopsy. And here's kind of the findings. The results, I mean, before the results came in, all of the media is like she had lost a lot of weight. She was probably either on illegal drugs or on prescription drugs and overdose. Like, everyone's like, it's probably an overdose, probably an overdose.
And that's what stuck with me. That's what I've assumed this whole time, that it was a drug overdose.
Right. Officially, the findings were that she died of pneumonia caused by an acute anemia, plus a combination of over-the-counter drugs and some prescriptions that she'd taken she had taken those to help with her illness. She had, I think it had been, I want to say like 2 weeks since they'd gotten back from Puerto Rico and, were sick. She actually had a doctor's appointment scheduled the following day.
Oh my God.
That, they were saying how, I don't know for sure. I don't know who you could actually believe or not, but they were saying like, if she had been sick, she's a celebrity. She could get a doctor like that. All she had to do was make a call. But with
some
Simon,
sort of house visit.
Right, but with Simon, he was trying to like be controlling and like, no, we'll just treat this at home. We don't need anybody in our business, because every time a celebrity goes to the hospital for something, it's in the media and it gets blown out of proportion. So I can see it that way, but also if someone's sick, you got to help them out, okay?
Yeah,
And
that's why you get the home calls.
Yeah,
house calls, whatever.
Yeah, house calls. Doctors make house calls to celebrities all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, so anyway, so originally declines the autopsy, gets the autopsy done. That's the findings of the autopsy. So, later, not long after, Simon and Sharon, her mom, go on Larry King Live to talk about her life and her death and stuff like that. And very weird. If there was, there's a lot of weird interviews with different people, but this one was just bizarre. So Simon is very, I don't know how to put it. He's pretty chill. He doesn't like raise his voice often. He doesn't cry. The mom, Sharon, she's just like nearly blubbering, like sad and trying to like say things, but she seems like she's under the influence of something. I don't know if she always is like that, if that's just naturally her, kind of, I hate to say dingy, but a little dingy.
maybe like an airhead.
Kind of, I don't know. She just seemed a little off. And I do know people who are kind of a little dinky, and you're like,
Like
that's just,
all the time.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're not on drugs. You're just always like
right.
that.
But she was like, could had a hard time speaking, like she was cry speaking almost the whole time, upset. And so Larry King brings up the question of, Simon, you originally declined wanting an autopsy for her. Is that because of a religious thing? Because y'all like Jewish or something like that? But he's like, oh no, that's not the reason. And I have a quote exactly what he said. Be prepared to be cringed the fuck out. Okay. All right. Okay. So he says, quote, this pristine body that was curvy in all the right places, skin like silk. How could I say in front of her mother, cut her up?
But you can say all that about her in front of her mom, like creamy,
now,
silky skin.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Like,
yeah, that's disgusting.
Can I tell you what vibes I got? Carl von Cosel with the silky skin, curvy in the right places, pristine body. Ooh.
Oh my God, you're right. Like, so obsessed with the body that it's like, don't even touch the dead body. She's still herself. It's like, oh, no.
Which, like I said, it's just...
It's real cringy.
Yes. So Roxy says, don't know why, but this kind of reminds me of a few episodes of Forensic Files in which people were overly dramatizing their reaction to their spouse's demise, which only drew attention to them, resulting, of course, in them turning out to be directly responsible. Yes.
Good points, Roxia. I do like that show. They took it off Netflix, and I am upset.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if you're trying, it's like it's a different context, obviously, but the lady doth protest too much. It's like you're trying too hard to look upset.
Right. Like the mom, like I said, the mom was like, he was like, but he was just, everything he says is cringy, and I don't know if it's made worse by the British accent. Not saying that British accents are creepy, but just the way he
Not usually, but sometimes. Well, they're usually the bad guys, so... And
the Germans. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But I think it's because his voice is so calm, and the Britishness adds kind of a creepy factor in the way. I guess maybe I think of like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, I was thinking of Buffalo Bill when you were talking about the silky smooth skin. Like, ugh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think it's on there for America's Roxia, but
I'll have to look.
Good taste there. Good TV taste.
And so anyways, it's very creepy. And someone, I think like one of the security people, or maybe it was the driver, somebody said when after that interview, they were driving back with them to their house, and they said that they seemed like they had just put on a show. Like they didn't get back in the car and like, seem as upset as they did when they were live with Larry King. But then again, also sometimes, I don't know, like I recently went to a funeral, and of course during like the eulogy and everything, you're just like tearing up and you're sobbing, but you get back in the car and you can kind of breathe a sigh of relief because you don't have to be in all that energy, the sadness, It's like you can just take a minute to breathe. You're finally alone. And so a part of me was like, suspicious. And a little bit of me was like, maybe they just spent all their energy out there talking about their loved one.
Could be. It could be. Maybe a little bit of both, too. I don't know. Maybe they were putting on a performance a little bit in front of camera, but also, the whole experience afterwards, they get in the car and they're just like, it's even more than a gathering. It's like they're on TV. Maybe they were both really nervous. I don't know. It could be anything. I also believe that they're acting strangely, though, just from this.
Yeah, I believe the mom was truly upset. I don't.
Yeah, probably.
Know what Simon was feeling though. That's just kind of weird to me.
Yeah, that was her best friend, her daughter.
Oh yeah, they called each other their soulmates, like mother daughter. Sweet, but a little codependent.
Yeah, probably not healthy.
maybe not. We're not sure.
Maybe.
But interestingly enough, which So Brittany, her I guess life insurance and was it her life insurance and her everything she owned, she bequeathed to her mother, not Simon.
Oh.
As far as I know,
Oh.
I don't. He may have gotten something, but I think the home and the estate went to the mom. Maybe he got the life insurance and she got the estate and stuff like, which is a couple $1 million home in the Hollywood Hills that used to belong to Britney Spears that has pretty decent resale value.
Oh, totally. Yeah, you could get some money out of that.
Yeah. So, anyways, so Simon, being the grieving husband, was like, you know what? We need to do a memorial for Brittany. We should do like a memorial foundation where we can donate money to kids that want money for acting, like kids who can't afford. Because she was a child star. I mean, maybe not a child star, but she did a lot of acting in her youth. So they're like, let's set up this foundation, and the people, like famous people or whoever, will come to the memorial, and we will charge them for tickets or something like that.
All for charity.
All for your charity foundation they were setting up. Anyways.
Sure.
So, proper reactions are a delicate balance. Indeed, Xeroxia. Go overboard and you look sus. Underreact and you'll start looking a bit like George Costanza. Kind of sus. Yes. I remember when Susan died.
I don't remember that.
Where his fiance died.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. He milked that. That was horrible. That was so bad. Death. Okay. So, anyway, so this, everyone's like, oh, he's just trying to make money off of her name. He's not getting anything. He makes no money of his own. Like, he's not working. He's been just, mooching off her. So, let me lower this for a second. So, and it ended up the foundation got canceled. Like, no one was going to pay to come to this memorial because they just didn't trust him with this money, essentially. I don't know.
That's so good.
Yeah. And so another way he decided he was going to make money was he offered a reporter for Radar Online, I think it was, a tour of the house where she died.
Oh, like, okay, that's kind of creepy.
So the reporter who went, she was on the documentary, the HBO one, saying like, when I heard she died, my boss was like, get to the house, get the scoop, find out, see if you can get any pictures of the mom or the husband or whatever. And a few days later, like, I guess you could or whatever, restrained jubilation, very nice, Araxia. A few days later, her boss was like, hey, I think it was like the day before her funeral or something. He's like, hey, get some flowers, go knock on the door, give your condolences, and see if he would ever be interested in talking. So she goes and does that. And he calls her later saying, hey, I haven't offered this to anyone, but would you like to come see the house? And I can give you a tour of the house. And she's like, fuck yeah.
It's a good opportunity for a reporter, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So he gives a tour of the house. I don't know at what point, but he has like a cigar, big old stogie lit up, and he's like walking around showing like the house. The house, oh my gosh, Paige, you'd think someone with money, which, I mean, she had money. Maybe it wasn't coming in as well as it had been, but they had money. You'd think they could hire a maid.
Yeah.
This house was so cluttered. They looked like pack rats. Like, they had so much crap everywhere. They were hoarders.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine, like, in a multi-million-dollar house?
Just it looked trashy? Like, just a bunch of junk? Oh my God.
It looked like a lot of stuff. It wasn't 100% like trashed, but there was so much stuff in it. Like, it was ridiculous. They show, he goes into this room, which originally I thought was just a big closet. And it had racks and racks and racks of all her clothes. Like
I bet she had a lot of clothes.
She had a lot of clothes. And he's like, there's some Gucci, some Prada. He picks up like some random jacket. He's like, this is a beautiful jacket. I never even got to see her wear this. And puts it down. I'm like, okay, weird. But it turns out like
you probably don't remember if she wore it or not.
How would you ever know? I would not. But racks and racks and racks. Do they keep their new TV on top of their old broken TV? I don't remember seeing a TV, but I bet. And but yeah, that room, someone said it was actually like their dining room or like the living room where all those clothes were. It wasn't even in a closet. I don't know. But then he's like, okay, I'm going to show you the infamous bathroom where she died. And the bathroom is covered. The counters are covered in cosmetics and hair stuff and like all kinds of just so much. Like, goodness gracious, my like OCD was killing me. I just wanted to go organize all of it. And it was so.
Is it her stuff?
Yeah, it was
or
like
her mom's.
I think it was hers.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
but it was their ensuite bathroom, so I'm assuming it was hers, but you never know. But like I said, there was stuff everywhere, and there was like a little you know a chaise longue, what that is?
No.
You know the little couches that you lay on whenever you go to a therapist?
Yes.
One of those. So
Okay.
there's a mini one of those for I think their dog in the
Aw.
bathroom right in front of the toilet. Like, there was enough room to go sit on the toilet and put your feet down, but if you took another step forward, you were going to trip on that. And he's like, actually, when she collapsed in here, she fell on the dog's little chaise longue thing. And, like, that's where she partially fell. I'm like, did she trip on it? Because this seems like a trip hazard, okay?
Yeah.
Like, maybe she had to pee in the middle of the night, and she didn't want to turn on the light, and she tripped and fell and, like, bunked her head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, busted her head open or something.
Yeah, no, there was no blood, so that
okay.
wasn't a possibility. Okay. That would have probably been better.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I mean, what's better, I guess, was her not dying at all, but she seemed to die in a pretty awful way.
So, anyway, so he's showing the bathroom, and it's just like, this place is ridiculous. And sorry, I was choking on my own spit. I'm talented.
Yes.
And something else that was noted was the amount of security they had on their house. They had like a thumbprint reader outside their front door. Like, that's the only way you could get in. They had cameras everywhere, and they had like a monitor with all the different like views of all the cameras and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
At first I was like, oh, that's nuts. But then I'm like, no, you're a celebrity. You probably need some security. You're always going to have some crazy person that's like, I just got to meet
could be some stalkers.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
She was so cute and such a good, like, she was so charming and funny. I could see some guys fall, or people falling for her and being like, I need to meet her in person, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. So I kind of dismissed that. People were like, they were really paranoid. And I'm like, I mean, you kind of have to be when you're a celebrity.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a probably big house, just a target for burglary and stuff. Who knows?
Absolutely. So I kind of dismissed that thing pointed out. Let me see where we're going. Okay, so something weird happened. I mean, it could have been happening before. I don't know. So after Brittany died, Simon and Sharon, her mom, continued to live in the house, which was that's not a big deal, but they were very big on consoling each other. And that sounds a little weird.
In what way?
Okay,
Yes.
let me tell you.
Okay.
So they did decide to stay in the house together. Neither of them decided to leave, which that's fine. But not long after that, they did this really bizarre, like, photo shoot together where they're, like, arms around each other as if it was, like, really bad cruise ship photography.
Oh, okay.
Where they're, like, holding each other's hands, and they're holding pictures of Brittany. And I'm like, why did they take these pictures? I'm like, I could see if it was for, like, People magazine where they're talking about... And someone pointed out, they're like, they look like a husband and wife, like parents missing their child, because he looks old. At this point, I think he was 38 or 39.
Okay, so he wasn't a ton older than her.
No, he wasn't a ton.
But he looked old.
But he definitely was not taking care of himself. He looked rough and gross. Okay. So they have these weird pictures together. And also, I think it was during the Larry King interview, he said something like, like, no, my love, that's not right. And she's like, oh, sorry, baby, or something like that. They had pet names for each other, and it was really creepy.
I mean, for him, maybe like my love, it's kind of a British thing, but for
Calling someone
her to
love.
be baby, like that's
Yeah.
not something that that American people throw around. Like,
Nah. You might call someone
my
hun or
dear,
sweetie or something like that,
hun,
but
yes,
she
but
called him
not
baby.
baby.
No, that was strange to me.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
and
and she was the one who liked him. Like she was the one who was
she
like,
thought he was
"Oh,
a
I
great
love
guy.
him."
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, he's the best son-in-law. Like, I think he's wonderful.
Hmm.
Okay. But 5 months after Brittany's death, Sharon makes another call to 911.
What?
This time, she is saying, my son-in-law is not breathing. He's in the bed, and he's not breathing. I heard a gurgling noise, and he's not waking up. I can't shake him awake. And the 911 operator's like, okay, we're going to do CPR. Can you move him to the floor? And she's like, no, I can't. He's gigantic.
Well, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
She's probably like, I
She's like,
can't
he's
move him at all.
300 pounds. He's gigantic. I cannot get him on the floor.
Oh man.
So a few minutes later, help arrives. They get him on the floor. They try doing CPR, and he's gone.
I didn't even know he was dead, Lisa.
5 months after
Oh.
Brittany.
Oh my god.
And in the 911 call, you can hear her saying, baby, please wake up.
Baby.
So she's still calling him
Again.
baby. I don't know.
It wasn't just for Larry King.
No, not just for Larry King. And something else very weird.
Oh no.
So when Brittany died,
Mm-hmm.
in the bedroom, there was his nightstand and her nightstand. And hers had some medications that had her name on it. His had medications that had his name on it. They said that he had like over 90 90 pill bottles on his side. She had a ton
Holy
too. Yeah, that's crazy. So when they go to get Simon, when he's died, they're looking around like they did when Brittany died. He has all his medications plus some in someone else's name, like another man's name. On Brittany's side, now has still has medications, but some of them have Sharon's name, which they belong to her. But some of them, now her name is Sharon Murphy, okay? Some of them say Sharon Monjack, which is his last name.
What? That's so weird.
Now, why would she have medications on the other nightstand? Because they were sharing a bed to console each other. They never said if they were sleeping together. I mean, sexually.
Oh, they admitted to.
They admitted to sharing a bed, not necessarily sex, but sharing a bed.
Not necessarily, but probably. I don't know.
Think about it. You got these weird pictures. You're calling each other baby and love, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And she's been sleeping in the same bed with him
Yes.
to console each other.
Ew. Like I guess it is definitely sad to lose someone that you love, but it doesn't.
That's still odd behavior.
It is. I mean, I guess they don't. If they had started up a thing like a fling, I don't know. I guess they wouldn't want to necessarily say it out loud, like on air or whatever,
No.
because it looks weird.
You'll be
It's
a
like, did
pariah.
you bump off? Yeah.
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 Right. Well, I didn't even think of that. I just thought it's highly inappropriate to be sleeping with your son-in-law just months after your
is.
daughters died.
It is. Yes. And why is there prescriptions with his last name behind her name? Like, are you planning on getting married?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Were you trying to
I was
do a
like, well, did they get
prescription
married?
thing?
I don't think they did.
Yeah.
But I thought that was awfully odd. Additionally, anyways. Yeah, very strange, very strange. So they do an autopsy on Simon. Guess what? He died of pneumonia with acute anemia, exactly like Brittany. Now, you got to think about this, okay? He is a totally different person, of a different gender, a different size, and a different age.
Yes.
How do you both die of the exact same thing?
5 months later.
5 months later.
It's not like a week later they both
No.
had really bad case of pneumonia. It's
Right.
5 months later. He still has pneumonia. I know there's a such thing as walking pneumonia, and it's supposed to be really bad and it like lasts forever, but he wouldn't have been able to get up on Larry King if he still had pneumonia that bad.
I don't think they
I
did.
would assume.
I don't think
I would
they.
assume.
I don't think he had it anymore. I think he'd been fine for a while, but
Yeah.
so there you go. One last thing before we get into conspiracies or thoughts. Someone who I guess was friends with Sharon or worked for Sharon or something. She's like, "Look, I need money. Like, my daughter was supporting me. I need to get some money. I'm gonna have to sell the house, do this, do that."
Yeah.
So she gave a bunch of this jewelry that I think had come from Simon to Brittany, like as a gift. She's like, "Please go sell this jewelry." And he's like, "I know jewelers, I'll get it appraised and I'll get you as much as I can for it." She gives him all this jewelry. He goes to a jeweler and they look at it and they're like, "This shit's fake. This is not real." And the guy was like, "Okay, I'm going to take it to my other jeweler. Just get a second opinion.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. You never know." And then he takes it to the other guy and the guy's like, "I'm sorry to tell you this. None of this is real. This is all fake."
Oh my God.
So
Fucking Simon.
he goes back and takes the jewelry back to her and she's like, "Why did you bring the jewelry back?" He's like, "I hate to tell you, this is not real. None of this is real. You're not going to get a dime for this. Like, this is costume crap."
Yeah. That sucks. She could have bought her own real jewelry. She was rich.
Yeah. But a little more about Simon, just so you can paint a better picture of this guy. Not that we need to. We need a very broad brush because this guy's a nut. He he had been married twice before. Now, I don't know how much Brittany knew about this or anybody else really knew about this. He was married before. I forgot what this lady did, but she was semi-famous, I guess you could say. And she was British, and I think they had a kid together. I think.
Wow.
But he told her that he had all this money and this and that, all those lies, and then they found out it wasn't true at all. And then I think she divorced him pretty quickly. Actually, I don't know if they had a kid together. But anyways, he does have a kid with one woman, and I think people knew about that. But it came out later after he married Brittany, this other woman. She was an American living in France, and they met. They got married. Did they get married? No, I think they didn't get married. But she got pregnant. He told her that he had some kind of cancer, and he was going to have to go to a South American country to get an experimental shark fin injection treatment to fix his cancer, I guess. So she's like she's having a hard time with her pregnancy. Like, she's very, very ill. They fly wherever they're supposed to go. He puts her in like some kind of apartment, and then he's gone. He just left her, and she gets kicked out of her apartment or something because the landlord's like, "Yeah, he left you, lady. Like, he's not paying.
No money.
He's already found another woman." And she's like, a couple of years later, after I had my baby, I see him in the magazines married to Brittany Murphy.
Jesus.
And she's like,
"Oh my God."
Yeah. So he had a son and a daughter. I don't think he acknowledged the son. And there's interviews with Simon's mom, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know about the other kid," or something. Like, she defends him a lot, but then there's sometimes she's like, that's just how he was. Like, he was a great storyteller, and sometimes he let his stories he got carried away with his stories and they turned into lies. And I'm like, they sure did, lady. I know it's your kid.
It's a nice way of saying lying.
Storytelling. Have you ever
is that what it's called?
Have you ever had a grandparent be like, "All right, don't be telling no stories now"?
Stories out of school. I've heard the phrase. I just never had a grandparent say it.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about some theories, all right?
Yeah, I would like to hear, what do people think?
So the first
And then I want to hear what your favorite theory is.
Oh, yeah, you'll know. It's the one I wrote the most about. Anyways, okay, so the first, I guess it's not really a theory. It's just actually what the coroner says, is that they did both die of pneumonia with acute anemia, and I think they both did have some mixed drugs in their system, prescription and over the counter, that just shouldn't have been mixed, like accidentally, like not knowing. But no foul play.
Okay.
That's the first like accepted thing.
Accepted. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The next was mold in the home. That the home had a lot of mold in it. And this is what Sharon's theory is. And she wanted to actually sue the builder of the home for building it where it was mold prevalent. I don't know. I don't even know how you can sue the builder for that. Like, not making it secure enough that there wouldn't be mold growing in it. I don't know. But
you're the one who didn't clean.
Yeah, lady, you should have been at home cleaning while she worked. Okay, that's a trade-off.
Yes.
But here's the thing: the coroner said that while that could have been an issue, like that could have happened, there was no mold found in their lungs. And if there had been mold, it would be in their lungs. That would have been,
so yeah,
it wasn't there. And also something about her being anemic, and I guess they do some kind of test on the lungs. They take a little piece of the lung, and the coroner was like, "This is it's a really simple test to see if they were getting enough oxygen into their lungs. They take a piece of the lung, they drop it in a bucket of water. Like, if it sinks, it wasn't getting enough oxygen. If it floats, you got enough oxygen." And I think she said 3 of the 4 samples sunk, so she wasn't getting enough oxygen carried into her, body.
Is that what anemic means? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's where you can't get enough oxygen in your blood cells, something like that.
Okay.
So that's Sharon's theory. But I don't think it worked out for her. I don't think she got to actually sue the builders. Britney Spears didn't have any issues.
Yeah, exactly. She's just fine. Look at her.
and like I said, never mind.
Well, look at her. But
but I mean, like they were saying, there was no mold found in their lungs, and if there had been a mold issue, they would have found it in their lungs. Like, that just is what it is.
Spores. Yeah.
Spores. Yeah. The next theory that a lot of people kind of like dance around, they never come out and officially say, but I'm gonna say it. Allegedly, don't sue. Theory only.
This is what, we're doing this the whole time.
We should just call it, air quotes, near death dolls.
Yeah.
This one is that there's a couple different ways this could go, but basically, Sharon poisons Brittany to be with Simon, and then poisons Simon. Now, there's a couple of different ways it can go. It could either be Sharon wants to be with Simon romantically, so she kills her daughter, and then maybe either he knows about it or he doesn't. But someone said how Brittany and Simon were thinking about moving back to the East Coast. Like, I think that's where she's from, or she grew up, and she wanted to go live in New York and do like indie films there, and they weren't going to take the mom. They wanted to go alone, and Brittany wanted to have a family, start a family, have a baby. But first of all, I'm like, that doesn't sound like Brittany. Like,
she's
she and her
taking
mom
her mom
everywhere, like a teddy bear. But it could have been like, and some people kind of, like I said, hint at Sharon wanting to poison Brittany to be with Simon, and then either Simon's like, okay, well, I'm ready to move on, like leave the house, you can have the house or whatever, I'm going to move somewhere else without you, and she poisons him. Or maybe he knew about it, and she's like, or maybe he threatened to, expose her or something, and then she poisons him.
Maybe some blackmail, yeah.
But the thing is, the only thing is, I don't know, there is no evidence of poisoning, like I said, but not to say you can't be paid off, but I don't think Sharon had the money to pay anybody off. Yeah,
if she was so, down on her luck that she was trying to sell this fake costume jewelry that maybe she thought was real.
I just don't get that from her, so that's why it's a theory. I kind of dismiss this one. I mean, it make good for a good Lifetime show, don't get me wrong.
I bet.
But no. Okay, this is the last one. And this is the one that really, really got me interested, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, this turned into like a whole near death dolls, like...
That's what we're here for.
Okay, last one. that Brittany and Simon were being targeted by Homeland Security.
What?
You're like, how does that even work? Okay, here's how it works. So Brittany's friend named Julia Davis was a former U.S. Customs and Immigration officer and a whistleblower, and had called out that Homeland Security allowed 23 foreigners from terrorist countries to enter the U.S. the same day bin Laden planned terrorist attacks on the U.S.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So when Davis reported this, Homeland Security started targeting her and harassing her friends and family, especially those that were going to be witnesses at a trial for Davis, a la Brittany.
A la Brittany.
So Davis was later cleared, but I think she still remains on a government watch list. And I think Brittany and Simon were on the watch list as well. And they had told people, I think Simon had called his mom and said, like, I think we're being targeted. I've heard like helicopters over our house going back and forth, and I think we're being like harassed by the government or something like that. I think his visa had expired and he was about to be deported back to Britain, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, that's actually what Davis believes, is like, I was being targeted. They were trying to take out people who were going to testify on my behalf. But the only thing I'm like, maybe not, is why didn't they just take out Davis?
Right. Why would they go and take out Brittany Murphy and her husband 5 months later with pneumonia, and instead of just her? Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not like Brittany Murphy was out there squawking about it.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it. Yeah.
I don't remember either. I was not paying attention in 2009, definitely. But anyways, that's the life and death and conspiracies around Brittany Murphy's death. Weird shit.
Very strange, very suspicious circumstance around her death.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there you
go. Yeah. It's like pneumonia, anemia. I'm sure it's no joke. It's probably really bad to have both of those things, but both of them having it 5 months apart. I don't know about that.
I don't either. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like it's real, but you never know.
No. If he had died of a heart attack with 300 pounds, okay, and he's on a bunch of medications and stuff, maybe he has a heart condition, yeah, okay. 5 months later, yeah, that's not suspicious, but the same thing. I don't know. I was like, oh, he killed her, and then, oh, wait, he died. So maybe he killed her, and Sharon found out and was like, I'm going to kill you. That was my best friend.
I don't know. She really seemed to love Simon even after the death. I'm sorry, I'm being weird. I'm just trying to get this blanket to fall behind me so I can cover up, but it's not working out.
Oh, trying to make it fall. I get it. Yeah. To pull it off the chair.
Yeah, to pull off the chair.
Are you cold?
I'm a little chilled. It got cold here today. I got another blanket, that's why. Okay, I'm going to be a little granny over here and cover up.
There you go. Thanks. Little granny.
Granny.
Wrap up warm in your conspiracy theories.
That's what keeps me warm at night. Oh, and Kyle.
And of course. I'm sure it's mostly Kyle, and then a little bit conspiracy theory.
And a lot of conspiracy theories. So anyways, that's what I got.
That's awesome. That's very interesting. I wanted to watch that documentary about her on HBO, but
the one, like I said, on HBO, it really just pointed at him being a dick and cutting her off and not allowing her to get medical treatment sooner. It really
I blame him for that.
Yeah, I get that vibe too.
If that is the only way that he contributed to her death, I still think that's pretty, viable. Like, that's kind of your fault, dude.
Yeah, but they didn't touch on any other conspiracies, which I was really hoping that's what they would do, because I had heard about the Homeland Security incident, but that's what I was looking for.
Not sure about it, but it's an interesting theory.
It is, and it's plausible, but it just doesn't. I don't know what, and Homeland Security and the government could buy off a coroner.
Totally. I think they've probably paid a lot of coroners at, what did you call it, Mount Sinai, Cedar Sinai, something?
Yeah, I don't know if they work there necessarily, but the coroner that did Brittany and I think Simon's autopsies also did Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. So
Oh, really?
I think he can be bought off. Allegedly. Or not allegedly. Just in theory. I mean, conspiracy.
Possibly.
Don't sue.
Got a lot of money.
When sue, better not sue.
Satire. That's all this is. Satire.
just a
Can't
joke.
get in trouble for it.
Yeah, totally kidding. I don't even remember the guy's name. Actually, I do just now, but I'm not going to say it.
say it.
Anywho. No.
That's it.
No, we're going to be targeted.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble.
No.
Well, to jump into something that hopefully won't get us in trouble also.
Yes.
I don't know why it would. Would you like to play Lisa's Journey?
I would love to
Number
play Lisa's
2?
Journey number 2.
All right. This is sleepover themed because we were going to do it last week, but we started talking about that really good movie into the
Sorry.
Fast of the Night. Oh, it was such a good movie though, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to watch it again with Sam because he actually is interested. So
Okay,
anyway,
cool. Yeah.
such a good movie. But
Should we do
so
our
Lisa's
face mask?
Journey. Do you want to do our face mask and then we'll do
Since
Lisa's
it's
Journey?
sleepover themed, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. This is our sleepover 0.5.
Okay.
So we've got these. Let me see. I've got a
You got a unicorn!
unicorn. Yes.
I almost did a rhino, but I was like, it's not as cute as my puppy dog when I got here.
You got a puppy one.
I got a puppy.
Did you get it from
Target.
Target?
Yeah.
I got mine from Amazon. I didn't feel like going to the store.
This is a French bulldog.
Lazy. Aww.
All right. And it's supposed to be hydrating.
Oh, okay. Let me see mine. Purifying and smoothing. I'll take the purification. Hell yeah.
All right. Ew, it's so
what, I could've-
gooey.
It's so gooey. You are what?
All right, we're gonna play Lisa's Journey while wearing face masks.
Yeah.
Trying not to rip this.
Oh, mine smells nice. What does yours smell like?
I can't put my finger on it what it is, but it does smell nice.
That's floral for me, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I get. Floral, maybe like a green tea, white tea type tea.
Ooh.
Man,
That
this thing is
sounds
so good.
nice. Yeah, it's so slick.
What side is the nose on? This side, okay.
Oh!
Ooh. Ooh, it's so cold. Ugh.
Oh my god. You kind of look like an old man with the wrinkles on your forehead.
Wait, thank you.
Is it cold, you said?
It is very cold. I'm gonna put my nose down.
Here we go.
Oh, come on, nose.
I feel like Hannibal Lecter.
Well, I think they got the nose on the wrong side. Where's the nosy?
Oh, it's so
there it
cold.
is.
You're right. Oh my god.
Okay. Come on, nosy. There you go.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What happened?
No,
Did it fall apart?
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to get all the... Okay. Round 2.
So cute.
I got my little puppy dog nose.
The tongue sticking out. That's adorable.
Oh my god, we're so silly. Oh, it's so cold.
It is. It's really cold. How long are we supposed to wear this for? 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's just do it for the duration of the game.
Okay.
I don't think I can keep this on much longer. Ooh, it's going to my mouth. Ugh.
Mine too. It's so weird.
How long does it say keep on? Mine
Mine
says 10 to 20 minutes, so...
Okay. We'll see if we can make it that long. Yeah. Okay.
Woof.
Yay! Our little pony.
And who's this one come back to? Hey there, Axia.
A unicorn and a puppy.
I'm a French bulldog. Ears. Woof.
Got a horn.
Oh, I feel so bad for anybody who's just tuning in. That's like, near death
Right.
dolls, what is that? And they're like, what is this shit? Near death dog and near death unicorn, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Your death unicorn, yeah.
My shirt also says
Near
coffee
death
and
dog.
corgis.
Oh, good. You're a dog person all over. Oh, that's a good shirt. Mine doesn't say anything.
That's
Boring.
That's okay. I just like to make a statement with my clothes. And obviously my face.
This is like blending in with your face. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, let me pull up Lisa's journey and we'll get started. Okay. Now, if anyone you remembers from 2 weeks ago, we did one called Lisa's Journey number 1. This is Lisa's Journey number 2. It's going to be a series. And what I do is I'm going to read out the description for Lisa. Lisa's going to envision herself in this room as basically an escape room, like the title says. And she's going to ask, where to go. Like, what does she want to look at? Mm-hmm. And pick up items to use. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
This fucking thing. Okay. Lisa.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to read the one from last week. I was like, this isn't right. Okay, sleepover number 2, or sleepover room. Once you enter through the UFO door from last game, mm-hmm. It shuts behind you and disappears and turns into a flat surface.
Okay.
But another door appears across the room from you. This door has a moon and stars on it. The room around you is dimly lit with lights strung around the walls. There are 2 tents in the middle of the room, decorated with clouds and stars, with a serving tray in between them. The tray is sitting on a gray ottoman. On the side wall is a short desk with 1 drawer and a speaker on top playing the soundtrack from Rent.
Yay! Okay.
You also notice 1 big pink balloon that has floated up to the tall ceiling.
Okay.
What would you like to look at first?
Oh, jeez. Okay, what's on the tray?
Hold on, sorry. It's sliding down. Can't see. Okay. What is on the tray? The tray is a drink tray. Oh. It has a bowl of popcorn and a large carafe of orange juice. Gross. And also some, also a little shot glass full of little drink stirrers.
Okay. Are the drink stirrers, are they sharp on the bottom?
No, they're just like little glass looking ones.
Okay.
Looks like a tray meant for mixing drinks.
Okay. So we have popcorn, orange juice in a carafe, and some drink stirrers. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I want to go over to the desk.
Okay, so you walk over to the desk, which is on the far side.
Okay.
There is the radio on top that's playing the Rent soundtrack. Mm-hmm. There's also 1 desk drawer, and it's locked.
Okay. Is there...
The radio itself... I'm sorry, I forgot to describe the radio. The radio has 2 knobs, one on the right, one on the left.
Okay. So I can't get in the drawer.
No, you shake the drawer, it's locked nice and tight. And It's got a little keyhole.
Okay, little keyhole. Okay. The balloon, is there a ribbon on the balloon where I could reach it to pull it down, or is it up there where I can't reach it?
There is a ribbon, but you can't reach it. You try jumping, you try snatching at the ribbon, it's too far.
Can I stand on the desk?
You can stand on the desk, but it's on the other side of the room.
Okay, can I drag the desk over to the other side of the room? Or is it stationary?
The desk is stationary. It's stuck to the floor.
Okay, no worries. Okay. What do the 2 knobs do on the radio?
I'm glad you asked. The knob on the right changes the volume. Mm-hmm. It's playing 525,600 minutes.
Okay, cool. Okay. What's the other knob do?
The other knob, if you grab it, you turn it, and nothing seems to happen, but your fingers get shocked. You get this electric shock running up your arm and all through your body, and it makes your hair stand up, and you fall over and pass out.
I'm not going to touch that one. or by default, is that what happened to me?
That's what happened. You wake up and you're fine, but you're a little shaken. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial.
Okay. Okay. Let's go look at these tents. What's going on with the tents?
Okay. So the tents look like cute little sleepover tents. They're short. They're like up to hip height, and there's one of them that has blue moon and stars on it, and the other one has yellow moon and stars on it.
Okay. Is there anything inside?
They are both zipped up. Which one would you like to unzip first? There's the blue and the yellow one.
Blue and yellow. The other door that has appeared, what color are the moon and stars on that one?
Blue and yellow.
Oh, but they're both blue and yellow. Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was a clue there. Man, I do look like an old man.
In a great way. You look adorable. I feel like my face is falling off.
Okay. Let's do the blue one.
Okay. So you get to the blue tent and you realize that there is a zipper. The zipper is closed, but the little tab thing has completely broken off. Okay. And you try to move it, you can't move it.
Okay.
That's the blue tent.
That's blue tent. Let's go over to yellow.
Yellow tent. You can unzip it just fine. Okay. So you unzip it, you look inside, and you see 3 things. There is a very large, puffy pair of unicorn slippers. There is an empty glass. And there is an eye mask, like the one I was wearing last week, the thing that goes over your head. A little sleepy one. And it says pillow fight on it.
Okay. So you said eye mask, empty glass. What was the other thing? I'm sorry. And slippers.
And slippers.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, you made this one a little harder. I'm trying to think.
It is a little harder. Please feel free to ask for a hint if you would need one.
Okay, let's take this empty glass.
Okay.
And put some juice in it.
Okay, so you're going to take it to the drink tray and put some juice in it. Okay. You go to the drink tray. You put the juice in the cup. Would you like to try some?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's go ahead and have a sip of juice.
You have a sip. It's delicious. It tastes like it was fresh squeezed recently, and you have a good time.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad that worked out for me. Okay, yes. So you said
juice is good.
Popcorn.
Yes, there's a bowl of popcorn next to the juice.
I want to dump out the bowl.
Okay, you dump out the bowl of popcorn, and something that falls with it is a little zipper head.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to take that zipper head over to the tent and unzip that bitch.
Awesome. Okay, you go to the tent, you unzip it, and inside you find a white robe. Very cushy, looks very comfortable.
I'm putting that shit on. Can I put that on?
You can. You should. Okay. It's nice. It feels good on your skin.
Okay, so let's put that on. Let's go to the other tent. Let's get my little eye mask. And...
Well, first, once you put the robe on,
do I just die?
You put your hand in the pocket.
Oh, I was going to say that after I got fully dressed, but yes. Okay, put my hand in the pocket.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, you put your hand in the pocket, and you find a very big boba-style straw that's like real,
Ooh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like it a lot. Okay, now can I put my slippers on?
Yes. So you put your feet into the little cute unicorn slippers. They're real soft, real cushy. And then you feel something at the toe inside.
Uh-oh, so is it poison something?
No.
Okay, cool.
No. You pull it out.
Uh-huh.
It kind of poked you, but it didn't draw blood or anything. You pull it out, and it's a paper clip that's been undone. And it's just like a straight, kind of a wiggly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So I got a boba straw. I got a paperclip. Okay. Cool.
Oh, I don't remember if I mentioned before. I think I did. There's a ottoman underneath the drink tray.
Right. Okay. Since you said that, let's go put the tray on the floor and check out this ottoman. Is it the kind that can open? Maybe has like a little storage area.
Yes. So you do that. You take the drink tray off. You pull open the top of the gray ottoman, and inside are 2 nice feather pillows.
Ooh. Okay, let's get those feather pillows out.
Okay, you pull the feather pillows out.
Is there anything left in there?
Nope, nothing else in there.
Okay. To this bowl of popcorn that I dumped out, were there any whole kernels that had not popped?
Yes.
Cool. I want to take the boba straw and put a kernel in there, and I want to shoot at the balloon and pop the balloon. Is that doable?
Okay.
Does it pop?
Yes. It does. It pops. And
Nice.
guess what?
What?
A key falls out.
Well, hot diggity dog. Woof woof. Hot diggity me.
Hot diggity me. Hot diggity Lisa.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go try that key in that desk.
Oh, the key does not fit in the desk. It's a little too big.
Okay.
But it fits in the door,
Let's
so you
go
can
to
leave.
the door.
You won. You figured it out.
Yay! That was fun. That was a little more challenging. That one made me think.
You didn't even have to do.
I didn't have to die.
You figured it out. You figured it out. Like you figured it out without the. I'll tell you. There's some other stuff in here.
Okay.
And when you open the desk drawer, there's a nail polish in it, and the nail polish is called Blow Hard.
I love it. How was I supposed to open the drawer anyway? Was there a way?
Oh, with the paperclip.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
And then I didn't even think about it. You probably could have tried to use the paperclip on the door. I guess I would have just said it doesn't work. But there's also a bottle of vodka in the desk drawer. If you wanted to, you could have mixed the orange juice and the vodka and had a screwdriver.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, if you wanted to. And the ottoman, the feather pillows inside the ottoman, if you had banged them together or like against a wall or something, a dart would have fallen out and you could have used the dart in the straw to break. But you figured it out without that, so.
I'm glad that was an option because you could have been like, yeah, no, that didn't work. It just moved.
But I was like, you did it. I didn't even think about the popcorn kernels.
Well, I feel bad now because I feel like
No,
you went
don't
through all
feel
this
bad.
trouble with these other things. I'm like, oh, I didn't even do that.
That's totally fine. It doesn't matter. It's it's no fun because of that. It's like, yeah, I don't know what you're going to ask about.
That's fun. I like that. That was cute. Yeah, no. Okay, so if I banged together the feather pillows, they would have popped open and, the dart would have. Okay.
Yeah, that's the pillow fight. Yeah.
Pillow fight. Okay, pillow fight. What said pillow fight on it? The mask.
It was
The
the
eye
eye
mask.
mask.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I loved it.
That's it.
That
I'm glad
was
you liked
adorable.
it.
No, that's so fun. I love that.
Now I got to figure out a theme for next week. I have no idea. I guess I could make it creepy. I didn't do that before.
Yeah, I'll take creepy. All right, masks
Let's
off.
do it. I got to do it. It's like itchy.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like, it's not burning, but it's definitely tingling or
Yeah,
something.
it's tingly. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
So
I enjoyed
fun.
The
Oh my
mask. That
God.
was cute.
It was fun. I felt so weird looking at my face with that mask on, trying to talk. Like, that's not my face.
Yeah, it burns a light tingle.
Yeah, it's kind of disconcerting a little bit. Like, why is my face tingling now?
You know what? I meant to put this back on over the mask. That would have been funny. That's what I meant to do, and then I just didn't do it. But
That would have been pretty funny.
yeah, really would have looked like an old man.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was so fun. Thank you for that, Paige.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. I mean, if you ever have an idea for the theme or whatever, or if you want to write one, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely want to
Feel
try
free.
writing my own sometime, but that
would be great.
I'll let you know when I get there.
Okay, yeah, no rush. I'm having such a fun time writing them. And this one, I went on Pinterest and looked at a bunch of rooms of sleepovers just to kind of get an idea of what items I could have that would make sense with a sleepover, you know? It worked. It was fun.
And we just got a new follower, and it disappeared before I could read the name. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hello, first timer.
Aliza Fist? Oh, Aliz. Good evening.
Hello. Welcome.
Got your booze for the 17th? Nice. Are you going to turn it green? Wait, what's the 17th? Is that St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I get them confused because my stepsister's birthday is around the same time, and I always get the dates mixed up. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm glad you're excited. Yay! Nice to meet you. Welcome to the
Yeah.
channel.
Hello.
St. Patty's Day. Yeah.
Boop. Yeah, thanks
Very
for coming
nice.
in and joining us.
I don't know if you saw it, but we just did face masks, so our faces were animals.
Yes.
That's not usually going to happen.
Not
unless we do
usually.
more face masks.
Yeah, we try to have a like a slumber party once a month, and we do slumber party things, but we missed that last slumber party, so we put it on this time.
Yes. And now our faces are all tingly.
And sticky.
Oh.
We're doing great. Thank you so much for the support. We love it. We'll have to make sure we go back and follow you as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll give you a follow too. Thanks for hopping in.
Yeah. Good times.
Drunken ring.
Well, I think is there anything else you want to add? We have a few minutes left if you want, or we can just call it quits and...
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Hey, also, if you guys have any themes that you want to, or if you want to send in any escape room descriptions that me or Lisa could read for the other one, it doesn't matter to me. That would be super fun. So if you guys have any ideas and want to write something like I just did for Lisa, feel free. I think we would like that. I think we would have a good time.
Absolutely. And also, I like doing dream interpretation. So if you ever want a dream interpreted, you can either email us at neardeathdolls@gmail.com, or you can just post it next time we're on. But yeah, I like doing those, and that's always kind of a fun little something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lisa's very good at dream interpretation. So if you guys are interested, you love the aesthetic, nice.
Thanks.
So do I.
Yeah, we actually we have a podcast called Near Death Dolls, and we're taking a break from it for now to do streaming, just to see how we like it, kind of keeping things more casual because we're kind of busy in life right now. But if you want to check us out, we're on most podcast platforms, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here, let me post the link for you.
Shift 6, I love that idea.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Maybe that's the one Lisa does.
Okay, that's the one I'll do. I'll work on that. But yes, thank you again so much for supporting us.
Here, I'm going to post. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go for it. Our podcast, we do true crime, conspiracy theories, ghost stories, all things weird history. Paige is really great at the weird history things. Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah. All kinds of fun stuff. And then we've done urban legends. We've done listener stories. Gosh, we've done a lot. I kind of miss it a little bit. I think that's why I did the one I did today. It was a little bit more in depth than I think we do for the stream, but there you go.
You know what? That's a good idea, though. I think if you don't mind, I'll do one for next week. Like, we could do it when we host it. Because that's another thing, is that next week I'll be hosting. And if you want to give me a follow, I'm the same except _Paige.
Yeah,
Near Death Dolls _Paige.
I don't know which direction y'all can see it, but underneath Paige's name is her channel.
There you
Death
go.
Dolls _Paige. Okay, bye, Xeroxia. Thank you so much for hanging out. You are the best. We love you so much.
We'll give you a raid, Xeroxia.
Bye.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So thank you, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you, Paige, and thank you so much for the Lisa's journey. It's so fun. Oh my god! Like I said, I'm gonna have to make my own for you.
Oh, it'd be so fun if you did a Boo themed one, like a doggy
Escape from
daycare.
Doggy daycare. Yes,
That'd be great.
absolutely. All right,
Awesome.
guys. All right, I'm gonna try and figure out how to raid.
Oh, yes. I figured it out last week. What was it? It was like /raid. Try that.
Oh, how do I do that?
And into the chat.
Into the chat. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Xeroxia. You're still here. Okay.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Rexia.
So do I just put? Oh, okay. Raid. Not Riyadh. Raid.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Oh, 1 second before we raid.
Yeah. What?
Boozers.
Boo! Oh my goodness! Hi, little Boo.
Oh, and
Hi, little Boo. Oh, she gave the mic a lick.
yes, it is. Oh, do we
That's my
wanna-
god dog.
That is your god dog. Do you wanna tell them the exciting news, or should we tell them some other time?
Oh, I'll tell him. That's
Tell
a
them-
great
tell them
idea.
since we have Boo here.
Guess what, guys? I will be doing my first traveling dog sitting job for the lovely Miss Boo while Lisa is out of town. So I get to go take care of Boo. I'm so excited.
Who's coming to stay and boost it?
Yeah, I get to boost it.
You get to boost it. Hey, Stinky.
Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I am very excited. That's what I do normally. That's my job. I'm a dog sitter, dog walker, but I get to do it for my friend, and this is awesome.
No, we're very excited. We're so excited to have Paige coming and being with boozers here.
Oh, me too. Boo is so sweet looking. I can't wait to meet her in person.
She'll
Hi,
love you.
Boo.
She will just adore you, and she'll never want you to leave.
Maybe I'll just move in.
Come on, girl. Come on. Actually, we're talking about like getting a bigger house, and Kyle's like, we don't really need like that many rooms. He's like, but then again, Paige can come live with us and just be our live-in dog nanny. I'm like, are we that bougie that we need a live-in dog nanny? But for Paige, I think so.
We'll just be roomies, and I'll happen to be taking care of your dog.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and figure out again how to raid Xeroxy. Let me put this puppers down. Yo, Stinko.
Bye, Stinky. Stinky girl.
Hopefully she'll
Bye,
get groomed
thank
soon.
you. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so we have to just put in the channel. Okay. Xeroxia _ right? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, I don't think you have to do the capital X for Xeroxia, but that might help. I don't know. Have a great night. Bye, Elizabeth. Thanks for popping in at the end.
Appreciate it. And fingers crossed this will go raid Xeroxia. Let's give him
Great
some
time.
love. Give some love.
See you next week.
Okay, bye. Oh, nope. Invalid username. I think I forgot the underscore. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. One more time.
Great time.
Raid channel. Don't get it wrong this time. Come on, you son of a gun.
You son of a what?
Underscore.
Who's walking around in the background?
Oh, can you see her? Lizzie, bye. Okay, and no, it says invalid user. What am I doing wrong?
If you copy and paste it from the chat, that might help. Oh, it's just like a clicky. Oh.
Okay, I copied it. I'm so sorry, Xeroxia. We're trying. We're trying. Okay, I am going to just try to paste.
Thanks, Shift6. Thanks for the subscribe.
Subscribe. Here we go. Try again. Fingers crossed. No, it says invalid username.
Oh, damn.
What am I doing wrong?
Weird.
I'm clicking on Xeroxia.
You can host too if that helps. I don't know.
No, I wanted me. No. I don't know. I can do it through y'all's gonna have to wait. Hold on. Say goodbye, Paige.
Bye.
Okay,
Goodbye, Paige.
Bye, Paige. Okay, I'm gonna mute us now.